Good afternoon, glitter goddesses. Greetings. It's Kathryn from Kathryn Scraps, and you're here for another sneaky show doing our December daily paper bag album. And I think today we can get the bags finished. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. There will be no catastrophes. Remember, if you want to know when sneaky shows are happening, it's good to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon for notifications, as well as follow me on Twitter, Facebook. All of that is Kathryn Scraps. You can find me all over the web through that. All right. So let me see. Hello, Twyla. Welcome. Congratulations on being first. Cindy, hi. Priya, hello. Priya's making big time progress in her book. Big time progress. She's doing Come Fly With Me, which is the Flight 27 paper travel album that I did a while back. Okie dokie. So we've got the last two bags. And there's the last two bags. All right, good. Okay, so let's get some paper for them. And I probably only have 4 sheets of paper left, so we may just have to use what we've got, but we'll see. Oh, I've got more than I thought. Let's do this one, this one, and this one. All right. Easy peasy. And now we've got our, it's 18, 20, 22, 24 is what we're using. I've got my 1/2-inch circle punch. This is the handmade holiday collection from Simple Stories. And I turned this album into a playlist. So there is now a playlist for this album on my YouTube channel so that you can watch the whole thing from the beginning. Because I know things don't always upload to YouTube in order. You know, if I upload more than one video at a time. Ooh, Lori, well, I'm glad you were able to visit us, but I am unglad that you had a root canal. Unglad. So I'm glad you were able to be here and that we can provide you some entertainment while you're recovering from your root canal, but that does not sound like a fun time. Okay, 18, 20, 24. 18, 20, 22, 24. So we may just be able to do this order, which this order looks fine. All right, that's so far so good. Cut paper to 4.5. Yep, let's do that before I forget. Leaving myself notes. That was nice of past Kathryn to leave me, present Kathryn, a note. All right. So now we need to put some cute stuff, especially on this one because that one's kind of boring. This one too is kind of boring. So I'm gonna have to do some added cute things. What do I want to do? Got a little snowman here. Want this with near him somewhere. Need something with like some green, I think, for that snowman guy. That snowman guy. Snowman guy. All right, so maybe this celebrate the season. There we go. That's a cute little cluster there. All right, so now we've got 24 or 22. Got to do something cute. I'm trying not to overthink it. The whole idea with this book was for me to not overthink things. So, I'm trying not to overthink things. Trying to just do some cute stuff. Gonna cut out this stamp, but I don't want to use it as a stamp, I don't think. I just want the cup. So I'm just going to cut the cup out. Just want the hot cocoa. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to work on this weekend because I have a bunch of commitments already that are going to make it too difficult to sneak in an extra show. So I thought I would sneak it in today. Hello, Gretchen. Welcome. Susan just ordered her paper for split decision and printed her photo bomb. Congrats, Susan. How do you like it? Are you excited? You ready to get started? What paper did you order? Did you order the cardstock to do the navy base? Can I ask you a question not related to this album, but in general? Sure. By the way, you never need to ask me if you can ask me a question. If I don't feel like answering your question, or I can't answer your question, I just won't ask it. Or I just won't answer it, I mean. So you can always just ask a question. You don't need to pre-ask. It is okay to just jump in there with a question or a comment. And if I can't get to it, I just won't get to it. By the way, guys, I posted about this on Facebook, but if you didn't see it, Adobe has put Photoshop Elements and Premiere Elements on sale for $60. Okay, so you know how we made the base album first in Come Fly With Me? What happens if you used, say, wet glue and made a major mistake and need to redo a base page that's already attached? Will it be okay to do surgery somehow and stick a Franken base page? Okay, yes. All right, I understand what you're asking. I'm sure this is purely hypothetical and you have not actually made any mistakes. You just want to know, in case one day you do make a mistake, you know, you want to be prepared, right? The answer would be, what I would do is I would cut it down and turn it into a hinge. So I would remove the base page, just take it off completely. And what Priya's asking is, see how here I have these fins? Sometimes if I will, instead of doing fins, I'll actually make one of them long, so it actually is the page base. And this depends on what the size of your album is, whether or not this is doable. Your album pages have to be less than your album page plus 1.5 has to be less than 12. So you can't do it with all albums. And sometimes I don't feel like doing it. So like we're not doing it in split decision because we're doing the pages first and then we're doing the spine. But I could have extended this into a page. I could have made this long and it'd be a page. And she's saying, what if you messed up and you have to redo it? I would just cut it off at the fin, at the top of the attachment piece, so that it just becomes a fin, and just attach it like you would any normal page. That's probably the easiest way to deal with it. So put your page on a separate base, cut this down so that it's a fin instead of a page base, and then once you're done with your page, attach it to the fin like you would any other page base. It's probably that's probably gonna be your way to go. All right, so I'm gonna ditch, I think, the all right. I'm going to ditch the circle because the red of the cup isn't working with the circle anymore. So maybe we'll get some words. Maybe we will get some words. All right. I'm going to do the Happy Holidays one. So that's that. Gretchen, how's your tutorial writing going? Have you pulled out all of your hair yet, or are you finished? All right, yeah, that's pretty cute. Okay, so we've got that page. So now we need something for this page and something for this page. This page will use the making a list and checking it twice thing. So you're free then. You're free. Okay, now with these, we're gonna have to separate them from each other because the reds are so similar. I'm free to tackle the rest of my to-do list. Ooh, that doesn't sound very promising. So I can maybe do this little cute banner. Yeah, let's do the little cute banner. And let's... Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. I didn't want these two red things so close to each other. So now I just need one more little adornment here. Let's check our cards. There's probably something in here we can use. And we are running low on paper. However, we are doing okay otherwise. I kind of want to use this, but without the "it's the most wonderful time of the year." But that's a little, it's not gonna, nah, nah. All right. I'm gonna just take this piece and call it a day. All right, now we cut off the stitches when we did this. There's a couple things we can do. One, we can redraw them. If you want stitches all the way around like a frame, or we can just not worry about it. Or if you had like a stitches stamp, you could probably use a stitches stamp. I'm gonna just not worry about it so that we don't take a bunch of time. All right, our pages are ready. Yay! We can start gluing stuff down. So I'm just gonna make a little stack here. I no longer need this Post-it note. I'm gonna start with the 18th and work our way over. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut everything out, and then I'll just start gluing it all down. And then once everything's all glued down, I'll attach these pages to the bags. And we'll start working on the other elements. So, yay! Getting ready to start writing my last album basics guide of the year and filming my last album basics guide of the year, which is the Super Brag book. And I might, just because I already know what we're doing for Scrappy Bowl, I might film that before the end of the year as well, so I don't have to do it after the holidays. Because I already know exactly what I'm going to do. Do you guys want a sneaky peeky for what we're going to do? Or should I wait? It's awfully early. It's like 6 months away, Scrappy Bowl. So maybe I won't. That's an awfully far... Can you believe I already know what I'm doing and it's 6 months away? What the heck, guys? What the heck? Maybe I need to, like, just relax. I know, the busted finger didn't ruin my plans at all. I know, it's amazing. I survived the busted finger. Hi, Chaka. Good afternoon. How are you? We are just chilling, working on our paper bag album. We're going to finish all the bags today, so that's kind of cool. Then we will only have the one more class where we do the last page, which will be December 25th, which will go on the back cover, and then decorate the front cover, and then we'll be done with the book. And then my December daily album will be finished, you guys. Can you believe? And for Christmas this year, my family is coming down here again because I guess they've decided they no longer want to have Christmas celebrations where it's cold, which is fine. I support that. So we are going to be going to Legoland. And also I found a Sherlock Holmes themed escape room. So we're going to go to the Sherlock Holmes themed escape room as well. So that's at least 2 activities. And of course, we're going to make a cake with a chocolate. I've already decided we're going to do a chocolate cake with coffee buttercream. And I'm going to decorate it on top with Ferrero Rochers. You want to come to the Sherlock Holmes escape room? You can. I mean, it's in Tampa, Florida, so anyone can go to it. It's not private. But you could check. You should check if they have one in your area because it's a franchise. It's called the Great Escape Room. The Great Escape Room. And they are Sherlock themed. So they've got one that's in like Dr. Watson's doctor's office that they said is kind of like operation a little bit because there's actually a patient in there with you and all kinds of stuff. All right, so here is day 18. Of course, ends up looking very cute. Very cute. It's going to go across from day 16. Oh, you have one in San Diego? You're so lucky then. You can go to a Sherlock Holmes themed escape room. Look at that. Look at the services I provide. Letting people know about stuff going on in their towns. Hello, Fran. How are you? So I don't know what else we're going to do. I want to plan, since I have an album ready to go, I want to plan other activities too, you know, so that I have plenty of stuff to put in my album. Maybe we'll go to like one of the ice things that they do at the, like the Biltmore or the Gaylord. I don't remember which it is that does ice. Maybe they both do ice. Where they put a bunch of, they chill a room to like 35 degrees and then put a bunch of ice sculptures in it. And you can walk through them. I'll have to find plenty of December activities. See, that's the other good thing that you can do if you pre-make your December daily so that it's waiting for you to fill with cool stuff. It makes you want to plan cool stuff to do. So it helps you get the most out of your Christmas. I'm sorry you were tired and that you did not sleep well. I slept pretty well. On Saturday, hurt my, well, it's not like I hurt it, but my arthritis in my right hip and my nerve problems in my right hip all flared up. And that took a few days to get under control. Today was the first day I felt totally normal. Yesterday I felt more or less fine, but today was the first day I felt totally normal. So hopefully I'll also feel fine tomorrow, because we've got to work on split decision, because as you guys who came to Thursday shows have seen, now that we've moved from the big from the mini pages to the big pages, it's going to take more than one class per page. That being said, what we've done so far of page style A is already pretty awesome. So I am happy with it. It's looking cool. This album's gonna be great when it's done, but it's just gonna take some time. We have to be kind of methodical with it so we don't like forget a flap or something. Okie dokie. I'm just adding the last tape to my tops of my fins here. These spine fins are how I attach my paper bags. Okay. So just getting everything ready to go. And I'm just gonna set this here and let's work on the next page, which is page 20. All right, so same thing as before. I'm just going to cut everything out, and then I'm going to ink everything, and then I'm going to glue my embellishments down. Now, I need to start planning what my album release schedule is going to be for 2020. So if there's something you need in your life, you got to let me know. You can always email album ideas to info@kathrynscraps.com. But like, we have a cruise at a school album coming up. Those were both requests. So if there's some kind of album you want to see, let me know. Or whatever technique, some kind of technique you want to see. I would also like to see $1 million, Barbara, but unfortunately, the government frowns on crafting your own monies. The government frowns on crafting your own money. Those meanie heads. Would I ever consider an album with some pop-up elements? I have gotten a request for that. Maybe. The thing is, those are fairly complicated to do. And which is not to say that I mean that I couldn't do them. It's just that I don't know how good I would be. And I think I would have to use a lot of people's work and tutorials and ideas, and like, I'm just not sure then if I would feel comfortable teaching it. So that's something that I do ponder. And I do have the Pull and Pop album, which does have some pop-up elements. But as far as like a pop-up book, like when we were kids, I just don't know that I have the talent for that. So that's not necessarily a no, but what that does mean is probably not anytime soon. But the question is, would you ever consider it? I do consider it, because that is a request that comes. I just have to do it in a way, be able to do it in a way that I feel comfortable with and at the right time. So we shall see. So yeah, I think I want to just stick that snowman there, and put the 20. All right, so I'll put the snowman down first. No rush. You have a couple other projects in the meantime. And that's always the way. That's always the way. I even have an idea for... I want to do a quick, easy Black Friday project that's... I'm on the last pages, Jill. So once I finish this set of pages, all the pages will be done. And then we'll just have one more class where I decorate page 25, which is on the back cover. And then we decorate the front cover. So we're almost done. We're almost done with our December daily album. Can you believe it? And it's not even September yet. Now, it'll probably be September when I finish it. Because there's not much left of August. So, but... So I'm going to put the Celebrate the Season there. So I'm just resting the Celebrate the Season where I want it so that I can come in and slide the 20 into where it will look good. So I don't want to completely cover his arm. I know. I still have loads of time. So yes, it'll probably be September, but even finishing in September is still, you know, if we finish it at the beginning of September, that's almost 3 full months early before it needs to be used. So, that is working ahead of schedule. That is working ahead of schedule for sure. Ooh, a generation album. A baptism album and a graduation album. Those are all good ones. Those are all good ones. And baby in general to go along with the baptism is something I get requests for a lot. So I should do a baby album. All right, let's hold on. So notebooks. Come here, guys. I need to simplify my notebook situation. I know I say this all the time. Okay, so here was the holiday gift box idea, which I don't think we're going to have time to do because I think split decision is going to take so long that we'll be lucky if we get Super Brag Book done before the end of the year. So holiday gift box can get moved to 2020 and we'll do it as a birthday album, but then it'll exist to become holiday albums. I think I want 6 album ideas. So we need the first one, which will be January, February. I don't know what that one would be. March, April is when, if we were going to do a graduation, we would have to do a graduation if you guys were going to have time. May, June. Wedding, maybe. June is kind of the start of wedding season. July, August. We don't need to do back to school because we already did back to school. So maybe baby. No. July, August is when we should do the holiday / birthday gift box so that you have it for the holidays. Let's move baby to the beginning of the year. And I'll write baptism here to make sure to include a baptism page at least. 5, 6. Okay, so this is August, September, October. Maybe generation, genealogy, family tree. We can have a whole little pack of SVGs with like weapons and stuff in case any of your family members are also murderers. So we have one more, maybe. We probably won't even get to all of these because of just, you know, it is how it is. Something, maybe recipe or fall or gratitude. All right. I got it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we'll stick this down. Ooh, Donna said a Halloween album. Yeah. I haven't done a Halloween album in a while either. I'd probably rather do a Halloween album than a fall gratitude album Maybe what we could do is whatever we do the fall gratitude album, we could style it 2 ways, and one of the stylings could be Halloween. Maybe I need to put out a call if people want to decorate books for me. So maybe I'll put that on my 2020 to-do list as well. Chaka, are you in Texas? Is it really, really hot? And then here I'll put recipe, fall gratitude, Halloween, second style. So we definitely will get that gift box done in time for you to give it as a gift. All right. Woo. Yay. I lived in Texas for a few months. It was incredibly hot, but I didn't know if that was normal or if the state of Texas just hated me, because I had quite a bit of evidence that the state of Texas hated me. There was quite a lot of evidence. It drove me out. It was like, we have got to get rid of this chick. She is not Texas material. She does not meet our high standards. All right, Barbara, have a good afternoon. Same to you, Priya. Oh, Texas doesn't like anyone. Oh, so I shouldn't take it personal. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Texas expelled me. So the first thing that happened was we got there and then a heat wave hit. And it was even like, the news was like, there's a heat wave in Texas. It's not normally this hot. It's crazy. And I was like, yay. Because we moved to Texas in July. Which is, I don't recommend moving to Texas in July, by the way. And we moved to San Antonio. And then we hadn't been there that long. And there was a hurricane, which was much worse for the people in Houston than it was for the people in San Antonio. But my office flooded. So that happened. And then I forget. Oh, well, and then the whole thing with my sister. And then my sister got divorced. And being near her and her husband was the whole reason we had moved to San Antonio. And she didn't want to live in San Antonio anymore because then it had bad vibes. So we packed up her and us and we moved. So Texas was like, get out. It did sit on San Antonio for a week and we had wild flooding. I mean, just wild flooding. Like if you looked out the window, the street was a river. And you didn't even know where the street really was. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy bad. It did just sit there. It dumped so much water. Not, like I said, it was worse for Houston, but it just dumped so much water. It was such, and we lived in Miami for years, and I've been through tropical storms that directly hit Miami, and like, you were like, yeah, whatever, no big deal. But the difference is that the city of Miami is built for hurricanes, right? So what they have is they have all of these canals and floodgates where if a hurricane or a tropical storm comes and dumps a ton of water on Miami, they open the floodgates and the water rushes into the ocean. And it has to be like a pretty crazy storm at this point. But there's no such thing in San Antonio, and it's like a rock. The whole city is just built on a rock. Like, as far as I could tell, there is nowhere for the water to go. Well, Houston needs canals and floodgates so much because that is just a sheet of concrete. That whole city is a sheet of concrete. Is it on an aquifer? Okay, so maybe it is. Maybe it's on an aquifer. I don't know. I'm not a San Antonio scientist, guys. But yeah, Houston's had enough storms hit them at this point that I think they just need to start planning for a place for the water to go, especially because they continue to expand, which means they continue to replace more earth with concrete, which just makes flooding more likely. So, you know, the whole time I lived in Miami, the only time we ever had actual like floods where there were no-go areas was when some celestial event happened where something like the epigee, it's just the point when the earth is closest to, the point when the moon is closest to the earth, raises the sea level. Okay. And when the moon is full, it raises the sea level, I think. So if the moon is full on the day that it is closest to the earth in its orbit or whatever, then the sea levels just like rise a ton. And what happened is the Atlantic Ocean flooded into the city of Miami, and there was no solution because the way everything is designed is for water to get out of the city into the ocean. It's not like for the other way around, really. So, anyway. All right, page 22 is easy because page 22 is so decorated already. We don't have to add anything to it. So let's do our second bag. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to order, well, we're going to the library on Friday. I'm going to go finally get my library card. And while I'm there, I'm going to see if they have any guides to Tampa that are up to date. And try and pick another couple activities to do with my family over Christmas. You know, so we don't get, because the worst thing that can happen during the holidays is you're all sitting around staring at each other, starting to hate each other again. Like, you know, you're like, oh, when are you guys leaving? I'm tired of making conversation. So you know, you want to avoid that by going on outings. You're leaving Friday morning to drive to Flagstaff, driving straight through 18 hours. 18 hours is, I think 18 hours is fine for 2 adults, but, you know, then again, people hate being on road trips with me because I don't stop. Oh, except for at gas stations. So it's like when we stop for gas, everyone get out, go to the bathroom, buy another bottle of water, back in the car, back on the road. No lollygagging around. No, let's stop at a restaurant and sit and eat and stretch our legs. It's all right, so then we'll put page. Ooh, this is a little too big. So I'm going to have to shave a little. You were like that when you, oh, so am I going to lose my ability? Do you think as I get on, I'm not going to be able to do it anymore? All right, so I just shaved a little bit off each side just so it fit a little bit better, and it does. So excellent. All right. I am 39. I am 39. This is my last year, my 30s. And in July of 2020 is when I'm going to turn 40. So it's all right, so there's 22, and then we'll put 24 on the back, and then we'll work on inserts and stuff. Okie dokie, so now let's finish cutting all these guys out. All these little glitter critters. You changed around 35. I haven't been on a long road trip since things have gotten worse for me physically. So, because when we moved from Virginia to Texas, because my husband was driving a truck, and that's just so exhausting to drive a moving truck, we had to do only like 8-hour days. So I didn't push it. So I actually don't know what my capabilities are anymore. Jill, I think so too. 3x3 or 3x4 or even 2x3s. We talked about the Becky Higgins app she has for printing out your photos tiny on 4x6s, so you can just send them to your normal 4x6 place and not pay for wallets. And I downloaded the app, guys, and it is really cute. It's the Project Life app. So if you just go in the Google Play Store or the App Store and put in Project Life, and I'll show you how it works really quickly, but this is the perfect project, or the perfect project for this app. Oh, she's waiting for me to make a decision. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm saying I want to do a photo collage, and I can tell it, you know, do I want a 4x6 with 2 verticals? Do I want a 4x6 with 2 horizontals? Do I want a 4x6 with 4 horizontals? Do I want a 4x6 with 4 verticals? So these would all be 2x3. So I say, okay, I want this. And then you just click on these to add your photos. All right, so there's a cat sleeping. And then you can kind of move it around and say, where do you like the cat best? And then go to the next one. Project Life is the name of the app. And then you can also add stuff from the kits, I think. So if you want to add, you can, like, from the Project Life kits. Okay. So, all right, so this is, so then now you can just print this whole thing as a 4x6, and you can cut it into little 2x3s. So that's what you would do. Or you know, any, if you here, it's just doing, here it's taken 2 of them and it's doing them as 3x4s. And then you get these printed as 4x6s and they're much cheaper than getting wallets. They're much cheaper than getting wallets. Because you can get it done wherever you do your own 4x6s. Or wherever you get your 4x6s printed. Of course, I recommend MPix, M as in Mike, P as in Papa, I as in India, X as in X-ray, mpix.com. Oh, I need to give away another MPix gift certificate. Their prints are gorgeous. Gorgeous. They are professional level, used by photographers. They do a luster or satin paper, which is my favorite kind of paper. And their prints are just beautiful. And they mail them to you, and their packaging is superb. And I've given away prints from there a couple times, so I think I'll do it again. I think I'm due to do another one. Jill has won them. She says that their pictures were beautiful, the ones that she got printed from there. Now, they're not going to cost the same as Walgreens or Costco or whatever, but for a special event especially, they're great. Like if you're doing a wedding or baby album, it might be worth it to have them do the printing for you. But they're just phenomenal. They're just phenomenal. All right, so there's our last one. Still looking super adorable. So, oops. Let this dry out. So I'm going to have to re-pierce my hole. Trying to type while folding clothes doesn't work so well. Chaka says you got to use voice to text. That's good advice. Oh, she's on her laptop. Well, you could watch on your laptop and chat on your phone on the app. That's what I do, because when I watch another stream, which is not often, but when I do, I have the stream up on my big TV, and then if I want to chat something, I chat it on my phone. All right, so let's go staple, just to add a little bit of interest. Ooh, my phone's in the other room charging. Well, Jill is just full of excuses. Jill is just full of excuses. All right, Jill, well. Housework does ruin everything. It's true. It's true. We need to... Ah! No! Okay. So, this... All right, I'm just going to leave the handle white. Because I don't think that we can make it. This paper is called Handmade Holiday. It's by Simple Stories, and it's an older collection, but they do have it on their website available digitally. And I think it's only about $12, $10 or $12 for all the cards, all the embellishments, everything for the entire pack, including the snap cards and all. So it's actually a decent deal because you get a lot. And I remember when it came out, I had wanted to use it, but I didn't have a reason that year, so I didn't buy it. And so I was really excited to see it digitally. I was like, oh yeah, I loved that one. I wanted to use it and I didn't. So then I bought it and I still didn't have a use for it. But so that's why this album exists, because I bought it and I wanted to use it. And I needed a reason. And so I was like, I'll just make an old school paper bag December daily. And then I have a reason to use the paper. And I have a December album done already. So it's a win-win-win. That's what I'm doing. I'm planning activities to fill the book. So I'm going to like there's a yacht lighting show every year near us where people decorate their yachts and their boats, and then they all go in a parade of lights. And it's like, we always are like, oh yeah, we should go to that because that would probably look cool. And then we never do because we just don't. And then, but see, this year we will though, because it'll be like, well, we got to put something in the December Daily. Everyone get your nice clothes on. We're going to go and watch the parade of lights. We're going to get some cake pops or whatever the Florida equivalent of hot chocolate is, because we are not getting hot chocolate. It's good. And all right, so that's done. So now we'll just peel all the tape. Hurricanes, yeah. Hurricanes are mojitos actually are more Florida. Hurricanes are more Louisiana. Okay, so that's it for the last of the pages. Oh my gosh, they're so cute, guys. Look, 18, 20, 22, 24. So we've got all of our pages done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a recording split here. And in the next video, we'll work on the inserts. So thanks so much everyone for watching and joining me for this impromptu Christmas in July class with the December daily album. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to do the inserts for these pages.